Hey guys, Stephen Bush Drive with Steve here with my little buddy boy Buster. Buster boy. Hopefully he doesn't get to be too big of a pain in the ass here. I'm only going to take a couple minutes of your guys' time here today. I wanted to do a little bit of a follow-up on something I was talking about. Was it this morning or yesterday morning? I don't know. It might have been this morning. Days are kind of getting a little confused and a little run on here, going strong, going so many hours a day. But I had talked to you guys about somebody that his name had come up from Madeline Evans, a classmate of mine. I love you, Madeline. You're a great participant in class, a true caring and loving individual, and I appreciate everything you do for the class and the appreciation you've shown me over the years. So Madeline had mentioned a name to me yesterday and said, "Hey Steve, with everything you're doing, is there any chance you know this person?" I'm not going to give his name until he gives me the okay to mention him, but asked me if I knew him, said that he came from the same area I came from, and it was somebody that I knew, somebody that his name was mentioned to me several times over the last couple of years as somebody that I should probably meet up with, had similar interests and thought, people thought we had the same kind of drive. Later that day, somebody else reached out to me that I hadn't spoken to in a couple of years and said, "Hey Steve, I love everything you're doing. You really need to reach out to this person." So I talked a little bit the other day about, like some preconceptions and some feelings that brought up and everything. And then that led me to a post that I did here today on Facebook. It was just a post with a picture of a stinky sock. And I forget exactly what I said. The thought just kind of came to my mind when I did it. But essentially I was saying something like you need to treat your preconceptions and your opinions the same way you do the clothes that you wear. If you don't change them frequently, they wind up really being stinky, right? And I've been walking around for 40 years with a perception of what this individual was then, and projected it forward to what that individual is now. And since his name was mentioned to me, I went out and did a quick Google search, Facebook search, the same as anybody would if they were looking into somebody. Saw some things that led me to believe he was not the same person he was all those many years ago. So I decided to go ahead and reach out to him, tried a couple quick avenues. Next thing you know, was able to get a cell number, left him a voice message or voice text message on his cell. Didn't want to call and disrupt him, didn't know what he was doing there. Got back to me through Facebook Messenger, said he was excited to talk. He had a little something going on right now, wasn't going to be back in town till the beginning of June, but was actually looking forward to get together. So, I told you guys that was not going to be long. I just wanted to let you know that, continue to follow up. I told you guys I was bringing you along with a journey I was undertaking right now. I'm trying to decide now on what some short and some long-term goals are. And we'll hopefully be sharing, some very specific goals with you guys as far as dates go and numbers go, so that I got some kind of accountability. I expect you guys, my friends, followers, whatever, to reach out to me, to ask me how I'm doing, to hold me accountable. If I say I'm going to do something, that I'm actually doing it. Just like with these videos, I said I was going to be putting myself out there, talking about what I was going through, what the thought process was, some fears, some highs, some lows, and everything. Did a Facebook video earlier today at the gym. I think I'm going to go ahead and try and get that uploaded to the channel. But you guys, I say it all the time, and I'm going to continue to say it. I love you guys. I want to bring you guys along for the ride. And, the truth of the matter is the more you open up, or at least that's what I'm finding now, the more you open up and the more you care about people and try and help people, the more you find caring and helping people in your life. And this one individual that I'm talking about right now, 40 years, guys. Well, actually, I'm going to say 42 years. It was probably 12 years old the last time he and I talked. And, him and several other people that I knew at that age, I've carried around an opinion of for 40 years. And who knows what kind of relationships that could have hindered, friends I could have had over the years throughout life because of stuff like that. So I'm trying to forget everything. I'm trying to take it to zero, start from scratch. Anybody in the past that I've carried any kind of opinions about, I'm trying to, relay them, belay them, whatever the terminology is for it, but just kind of forget about anything that I've thought about people in the past and and treat everybody as if I'm meeting them for the first time, unless they're already on the good list. But so I'm talking about the ones that were on my naughty list. You know, that naughty list is getting trashed. I'm starting, you know, from zero, ground up, you know, rebuilding relationships, rebuilding myself, essentially. And I'm at a point getting ready to retire. I'm finally figuring out what it is I want to do when I grow up, and it's really truly dedicate myself to helping people. And I got some other goals, but primarily I realize that I'm not going to be able to get anywhere in life without helping people. So I'm here for that. If you're listening, if you happen to be running across me, whether you're friends with me on Facebook or just find me here on YouTube or one of the other venues that I'm going to wind up popping onto here before too long. I'm talking about preconceived notions and memories that I've been harboring for many, many years. And I know over the years, there's been things I've done to wrong people. So if over the years, guys, hey, if I ever said anything to you, did anything to you, wronged you in some way, shape, or form, and you feel jilted about it and you're harboring some issues because of that, you got any hard feelings, you know what I mean? Hit me up. Hit me on Facebook, send me a Facebook Messenger, find my cell phone number, or I give it to you at 610-368-9234. Hit me up and just say, hey, Steve, this is so-and-so. Do you remember me? Hopefully I do, but if not, say we knew each other, way back when, this or that, and here's what I remember, and here's how it made me feel, and let's talk it out, create some new relationships. And hopefully you guys will open yourselves up and allow some people in your life that you've shut out before to get back in there. Create some better relationships, strengthen some bonds that you already have. Didn't want to take too long on this rant, so I'm going to end it on that note, guys. As always, I love my people, the people in general. This is Steve Bush, Drive with Steve, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.